Take one more breath in, full breath in through your nose. Exhale through your mouth. And come up to your hands and your knees. Pardon me, that sounds horrible, but it's nothing. Take your right hand into center. And as you inhale, reach the left arm up. And then sweep it behind you. You might even take your hips back down as if you're going to child's pose, but you're not. And then you'll just come back up and you'll lift the arm up and take it around and just reach in front of you, melt back as if you're going to child's pose. So you inhale, lift, take yourself back. You might even turn the hand and rest the back of the hand on your sacrum. And then inhale, reach up, and then just reach in front of you, bring it back. We'll just do that one more time. Reach out. You might even turn your hand, rest it on your sacrum, bring it back. And then inhale. Good. And now just take that hand far forward. Place it down. Take the opposite hand, the left hand that was on the floor, bring it down. Is it the right hand?
That's right.
The right one. And put it down in front of your mat like we do. So it turns facing the parallel short end of your mat. Then send yourself back for child's pose. And you might rest your forehead on top of the right arm. And your tush might go nowhere near the floor. So you have your left arm extended, the right arm is bent. You're sending yourself back and just maybe resting your forehead on your arm. And just breathe, let your belly drop as much as you can. Smile in your discomfort or your comfort. You're gonna take one more breath. And then we're gonna come back up. You're gonna put that right hand back where it was before. And then inhale, reach the left arm up. Maybe it turns, rest it on your sacrum, come back. This time I have my toes tucked under for some reason, my tops of my feet down. Whatever works. And then just coming around, do that again. This time as you reach forward, cross over the right arm and just kind of reach. And then inhale, come up, hands and knees, turn the hand, take it down, release. And last one, inhale, reach up. Reach past, yes. And then this time, you'll just take both hands down and bring yourself back into your child's pose or maybe downward dog if you feel you have extra energy here. But you can just cross your arms, rest your head, and just take a few moments to kind of feel. And take one more breath. And then we're going to come back to hands and knees. Yes. Okay, so I'm tucking my toes under. And then this time we'll move the right hand in a little bit. And you'll inhale, reach the left arm up. And then as you exhale, take it back behind you and come down. Maybe hand rests on sacrum, we just reach back. And then inhale, sweep it up. Reach it forward, take it back to your child's pose-ish. And then just moving, feeling, modifying, whatever you need. And this time when we come forward, I'm just gonna let that hand come down and then you'll turn your left forearm flat to the floor, palm down, and you'll send it back as best as it's gonna go. Rest your forehead on your arm or on the floor and breathe. And let your belly go and just notice where you feel this. And take one more breath. And then you'll come back up. And we'll put the left hand where it was, and we'll do this again. You'll reach the right arm up. This time I'm on the tops of my feet. Take it back. And then you'll come up. And maybe you'll reach past your hand and come down. We're just exploring this space. Good. And we'll let this be our last one. And so you'll reach forward and past your hand, and then just bring yourself back into your child's pose or your downward dog if you wish. And feel your breath. this body just waking up. Good. And take one more breath. Good. And then we're going to come back to hands and knees. Good. Okay, so let's make this a longer tabletop. Walk your hands forward or your knees back. Tuck your toes under. And then we're just going to start to rock front to back a little bit. You might even drop your hips and turn it into like a little bit of a bent knee cobra. So the knees are on the floor. And as you come forward, you might take the heart space through the arms. If that's okay, use your belly. If your back doesn't like that, draw your belly in or stop at your place. And just moving with your breath. And now you have this front to back motion. We're going to bring in cat-cow. So as you come up, you arch your back. And then we'll drop into this cobra. That's your cow portion. And then we wind up again. You draw the back up to the ceiling. And as you come down to your child's pose, maybe there's the cow. You lift your chin. Look towards your hands. So you just roll up as you inhale. So you can go nice and slow. Just kind of feeling. Notice if your hands are getting tired, use the heels of your hands. So take the weight. I was talking about the heels of the feet. How she, we all know that saying, she dug in her heels. So heels of your hands are what's meant to support you. So we'll do one more, and if you've had enough, then you can rest in child's pose. Otherwise, we'll take it back, and you might turn your palms up if your hands need a rest, or you might bring your palms together, drop into child's pose. Just take a few breaths here. Good. Inhale and exhale. And we're going to come back up to hands and knees. And again, we're going to have that longer tabletop. Okay, from here, we're just going to rotate the belly around, make a nice circle in your torso. So there's cat, there's cow. Once you feel your shoulders rolling here, so even as you move your body, shoulders can move, maybe the head moves, hips. And then reverse this and just start to move yourself in the opposite direction. You have your eyes closed and be with your breath. If you're carrying a lot, release the breath through your mouth. Good. Okay, and then we're just going to end with this front to back thing we were doing before, just opening yourself. And now you can keep doing this on hands and knees, but if you want to come off your knees, then it's from downward dog into your cobra, maybe eyes on the floor. It's all fine. Whatever you're doing is awesome and perfect. So it's all good. Okay, so we'll do one more. And then we'll just settle back into child's pose. If you prefer to just sit and do that, just take a few moments to just release and be. Good. Nice. Just feeling your breath and notice what, how you're feeling, what's coming up for you. And then whatever's coming up, because we have no choice, we have to be in it. You just smile and receive. Take it in, let it out. And then we'll take one more breath in here. Breathe out. Okay, I'm going to come back to hands and knees, and you modify whatever you need to. Prop up as much as you need to. Okay, so from hands and knees, I'm going to tuck the toes under. I'm going to take the, let's see, I'm going to start with I want to make sure I don't forget which side. The right foot, and I'm just going to step it outside of where the right hand is. So some of you might even lift the right hand up and just step the foot out. Okay, and then your hands can come down, and you might need blocks. Make it nice. You might walk your left knee back more. And then just start to move yourself front to back. So if you like to lift the knee, you want to make it more challenging, that's fine. I just want you to feel your hips moving and it does change the pose when we lift the knee, but that's okay. You know, you feel in, you can try both. Just feel your breath. Good. Yes. Okay, so we're just gonna do maybe 2 more. Just releasing your hips forward and opening the back of that right leg. And then the next time you come forward into your lunge, stay here, turn the left hand out a little bit, reach the right arm up. So you can reach in front of you, reach up, open yourself. You can take the arm behind, just open and breathe, but be strong in the left, you know, anchor your left heel of your hand. And then 2 more breaths, and if you want to lift up, you can lift the knee up. And then if you can see me, I'm not going to sink. I'm actually going to lift my hips up too. And then open, and then exhale. And maybe you'll just step back to hands and knees, or maybe it's a downward dog first. And then you can come back to your child's pose, or you're sitting. Whatever works. And just releasing your breath, being in your practice. We're in downward dog, but you can be in hands and knees or child's pose. And preparing for the second side, so you either come up to your hands and knees, or if you want to stay in downward dog, that's fine too. And then you might lift the left hand up and step the left foot to the outside of wherever the left hand is going to be, and then put the hand back down. Yeah, I'm going to take my knee down. Just feel this for a moment. How's this? You might even pop up onto the pads of your fingers if you need more space. And then just start rocking front to back. Just be in your breath and in your body. Just enjoying, feeling this body open. Yes. And so let's do 1 more full coming forward, pulling back, and then we're just gonna meet in the lunge. And once you're here, you'll turn your right hand out a little bit, and we'll take the left arm, you can reach it out and reach it up, move it back or anywhere here, open your fingers, your hand, breathe, feel the heel of the right hand. And then if you want to lift the right knee up, you can do that, but be strong, don't sink. So lift your hips, open, and then release. Nice, and then it's either downward dog or child's pose, or just sitting, whatever feels good and right. Well, I feel play coming in, so we're gonna move to take both feet to the outside of both hands. So we have almost like a squat, and I'm gonna jump them. We're in downward dog, so if that works, you play. Lift your heels, bend your knees, and then send your butt back like you're in this pounce position, and kind of get juicy, and then give a little jump, and just see what happens. you might end up, yes, there you are, little froggies. Or just come into your little froggy, and you know, your froggy might be all the way down and it might be all the way up. Just be here. Honor what this is. You know, if you can take your hands off the floor and be comfortable here, and you want to sink and release your glutes, pelvic floor. Hey, if you're here, I'm coming up here for those of you in solidarity because you're working harder. So breathe, be. Yes, and then everybody hands to the floor. Just lift your tush up in the air. Turn your heels out. You can widen your feet apart if you wish. And then just anchor your legs, your feet to the floor, and let yourself hang. And just kind of, you know, notice if your back is tight, and bending your knees might feel really sweet. So honor your practice. Let's feel your breath. Let the head go, the jaw go. And then just take your hands, my friends, and just Bring them out under your shoulders. If you have blocks, you can use your blocks. So knees bent or legs straight. Walk your hands without lifting your heels. Take your hands as far forward as they're going to go. And then you keep your hands there. You send your tush back. If you bend your knees, you almost can go back more, and your back gets this beautiful release. And then you can stay there, or you straighten. And I say straighten because it might not go straight. One leg at a time. And as you straighten that leg, kind of press the hip back. You can get juicier into your low back, sides of your waist. Good. And just straighten your legs to wherever center is here. Drop your hips back. Drop your head. And then we're going to keep the hands where they are, and you're just going to bring yourself forward, so shoulders over wrists. So you're kind of like in this, you know, not quite in between both. Okay, and then take your right hand a little bit into center, and inhale, reach your left arm up, bend your left knee, and kind of crescent over towards the left. And then you'll come to center, put the left hand down, reach the right arm up, and bend your knee, hips over to the right, like you're speed skating almost. Just do this a few times. You can even turn your head up, and just moving with your breath in a way that feels nice. We'll just do one more on each side. Good. And then as you finish, just take both hands down. Drop down again in between your legs. You can widen your feet apart. You can bend your knees. Release yourself into your upside down. Good. Take one more breath here. Good. And then you'll walk yourself back or jump your feet back to downward dog. I forgot that's how we came in. So you could jump them back. You get really strong in your hands. Yeah. And then you just push the heels of your hands down like you're Superman. And then smile into your practice. Feel yourself strong. Okay, so we're going to move to pigeon. And those of you who are better to do pigeon on your back, and I think you know who you are, you can go ahead and do that. And always bring both big toes to touch. And as you inhale, lift your right leg up. Just stretch it back. And then you'll take this knee down to the outside of the right hand, like we did with the leg. And you move the foot over, or the right heel over to the left hip. Then you can put your left knee down and walk your left leg back. Okay, now you're at home, so you can put a blanket underneath your right hip or whatever you need here. I'm going to stay up on my hands for a moment and just rock side to side, like I'll, drop that right hip all the way down and look at my right foot and just move yourself a little bit side to side. Good. And then just because we've been doing this in practice, the next time you rock over to the left side, anchor your left hand, your left toes, reach the right arm up. Yeah, and then you'll put it down. You can rock right over onto your right hip if you like. Lift the left arm up. Just maybe you do that one more time on each side if you're just like, oh, an interesting thing. And then we'll come into our center. And I love to make this like an offering. So I'll start off with a little bit of cobra, almost like lifting your heart. And then you can walk your hands out and just get longer. And the forearms can come down, palms together. Some of you might widen your elbows and drop your forehead down. Wherever your pigeon is, notice any place that would feel better with a blanket underneath it. And then just feeling your breath. And the magic here is in softening behind your heart. That's where we start to let go and we can get more into the hips. So if your hips are really tight, notice where are you holding back? And that might be in the heart. You're kind of holding the heart to the back of the back. Just notice when I let my heart go. Some of you here were with me in Guatemala and we did a cacao ceremony, and Every time you went up for a cup of cacao, you had to say, my heart is opening. My heart is opening. So isn't that beautiful? And take one more breath. Okay. If you're dying to get out, you can just come out and sit. But otherwise, I'm going to take a twist here. So we'll come up onto the forearms. And I'm just going to put the right hand down, like kind of in front of the knee, just so I can turn the left forearm down and put it down. And then I'll move that right hand to my right thigh. And I'll lift the right shoulder, and you'll anchor that hand to the thigh and the left hand to the floor, and you turn. And then you can pull your chin in towards your right side of your chest. And breathe and release. Good. Okay. So we're not just going to come up and switch sides. If you have something under your right thigh, take it out. Drop onto your right thigh. And then you're just going to grab your left leg back there. Bring it all the way around. And I'm going to go right over top of that left knee. So I'm just going to switch. So I'm doing the same side as you guys. So you're going to have your, left foot on the floor. And then you decide, if it needs to come more in front. If you sit on something that might be happier, but wherever you are, you'll interlace your fingers. We're just going to pull this in. And as you do that, you lift your heart. Drop your shoulders, heart, lift your heart. And then feel that you can anchor this right hip down. Okay, so you might notice, oh, I'm really over to my left, or over, sorry, now I'm getting confused. Heart, switch sides with me. There we go. It's not your fault. Okay, notice if you're more onto the right side, and then drop the left side down. Yeah, see if you can do that. And then there's effort here. You're breathing. And take one more breath. Good. Okay, keep your right hand on this left knee. Take your left hand behind. Thank you. And then turn. Good. And now you can stay here, turn yourself, or you reach this left arm up, turn, and maybe it comes to the outside of the knee. And you can turn a little more. So you back in or back out and breathe. Good. Inhale and exhale, release. Take your hands behind. We're just going to open the legs nice and wide. And just move your feet in and out. Yeah. Good. Okay, we're just going to do this little hip walking. So you might keep your hands on the floor. You might take them up. I'm just going to roll one hip in and the other. Yeah. So you feel like, oh, I'm lifting that side up. And the leg might turn. Your whole foot might turn. Let's do that. Good. Okay, and then come back to your center. And even walk your heels out a little bit. He dug her heels into the ground. Take your hands behind you. Dig your heels down. Might bend your knees. That's fine. Lift up. Good. And just breathe. And lift your heart. Soften your tail to the floor. Breathe. Good. Keep your right hand on the floor. Yeah. Reach your left arm up. And just crescent over. Just a little bit here. And then we're going to stay here. You're just going to turn to look down over this right leg and just reach your arm. Good. And then we're just going to circle. So you're just going to reach like you're painting a line in front of yourself. Just reach it all the way around until it comes down and you can reach the right arm up and take it over. Yes. And then breathe in here. Stretch your fingers. And then inhale. And as you exhale, turn and reach. Just reach, just reach. And then paint your lines. Just reach it across wherever it goes. Once the hand comes down, we'll do it one more time. So inhale, reach up. Stay here. Yeah, anchor. Open. And then you'll turn just to face the leg and just reach. And then paint your line, your horizontal line, all the way across. That hand comes down and we reach the right arm up. You got it. And breathing into your space. And then turn and face the leg, just reach. And we're going to paint this horizontal line, and we're just going to come back with both hands behind. Good. Okay, so we're going to come into pigeon second side from here. So from here, you're going to take, let's see, we had the right leg in front this time. So the left leg is coming in front, so you can actually do your left leg. I'll be okay. Yeah, so the left leg's going to come in front, and then you kind of take your hands down and kind of roll over to the sides. You can sweep this leg behind you. It's a different way to come in. Once you're in here, you might be like, ugh, this is horrible. And you have to readjust. So you might even like lift yourself up and adjust. Yeah, and then start on your hands like we did this. So set it up. I'll give you a moment. You can walk that back leg behind you more. Prop up underneath your left hip if you need it. And then we just did this rocking to start. So even as I do this, I'm gonna add the shoulders a little bit. So I'll just pull the shoulders forward and down even. Maybe you're gonna get some wrists here. Just kind of inviting in that space. And roll your hip down and up. And then we're going to prepare to come into pigeon. We're going to do it maybe first from cobra. So you lift up, then you offer it out. You walk your hands out and be on your forearms and drop your head, or widen your elbows and rest your head on your hands. Just really be here. Yes. Noticing what's holding you back. Where's your heart space? Is it your heart at the back? And can you drop it to the front of its heart space? And so melting your heart forward as much as your body will allow you to here. Inviting it in. Good. I'm just taking one more breath here, although we're not really going to come out. We're going to go to that twist. So if you need to come out, you honor that. Otherwise, you're going to take your, oh boy, right hand to the floor. So you can move your left forearm. Am I right, guys? No. Okay, you know what to do. Forearm down, the same hand as your knee. Put it on there. And then take your little twist. Just turn yourself. And breathe in and out. Good. And then you're going to release, but we're not coming all the way up. You just come up onto your hands, remove your prop, drop onto your hip, your left hip, and then you'll sweep that right leg all the way around. Yes, okay, good. Okay, so then you decide, if it needs to come in front, it comes in front. If you sit up higher on something, that might make things happier. So I'm just going to sit up on something, feel happier. Opposite, interlace your fingers and just draw it in. Good. Just kind of feel if you're tilted more to the left, can you rock over to the right more? And then breathe. Yeah, there's so many little things in this pose. I'll give you one more, is to put your mind into that big toe and see if you can anchor the toe down. You're going to feel something from that. So you can stay with that or let it go. We move into twist. So we'll keep the left hand on this right knee, and the right hand comes behind. Lift yourself tall and then turn. And you can stay right here, or you can lift the arm up, turn a little more, see if you can bring that elbow to the knee, and turn. So I'm keeping my mind on the big toe, anchoring it down. It's not so easy. Good. Inhale. Good. And then exhale, release. You can take your hands behind, just open your legs wide. Like magic. Sit on something as you need to, or put something underneath your knees. Take your hands behind, open your heart. Dig in your heels. Spread your toes. Smile. You can even close your eyes if you wish. And just feel yourself here. Now release yourself down into the earth. So, we lift up the perineum. I want you now to just let it be. open. Notice if you're clenching your glutes. Just let all that go. And we're going to inhale. And then I want you to exhale and drop into like 50% softness here. You can even let your feet go. You can let your heart go. You can bend your elbows. You can drop your head. And, okay, so we're going to just be soft. So we'll inhale. Then as you exhale, you're going to take the right hand just to the inside of the legs, and the left hand's going to stay behind. You inhale, just grow tall, and then turn yourself and look at the left leg. Yeah. Now take your right hand and walk it to the inside of the right leg. And you might even just a little bit of anchoring there. You might be able to turn a little bit more. Now, remember at the beginning I said take your heart, and we were sitting, and I said lean back into the support behind you. Take your heart back and just see if that gives you more room. Good. Okay, and then we're going to keep that right hand on the floor. You're going to lean into it so the weight comes there. Lift your left arm up. And then just start to crescent over this leg. And I'm going to keep this hand to the inside. But if that is too deep for you, put it on top or put it to the outside. That will change the twist. Otherwise, it's a twist. So I'm twisting my chest to the sky. I'm reaching, smiling. So be where you need to be. Inhale. And as you exhale, you're going to open this arm all the way out. Take a full circumference. Sweep the horizon with it until it comes down to where the right hand is. Put it down. Take the right hand out behind you. And then you can walk this up if you need to. Just inhale. And turn your chest to the right leg. Yes. And then moving the heart space back a little. And now taking this left hand to the inside of the left leg. Your other left hand. Just anchor into that leg and see if there's room to maybe turn a little bit more and even to lean back towards that left side a little bit. You notice if this is giving you hip pain, and then soften, come out a little bit. And then we'll keep that left hand there, reach the right arm up. And then you'll just crescent yourself over. I'm going to slide this left hand down inside of the leg. That gives me more twist. If it's too much, walk it out. You know, wherever feels good. You can play and see, oh, this feels like if I take my hand out, so much better for me. So be where you need to be. And we'll inhale. And how do we come out? Oh, I turn to the side and then we sweep up the horizon. Yeah, sweep the horizon. And then this time lift both arms up. Good. Now if you're okay here in your back, grab opposite elbows and just kind of press the elbows into the hands. Good. Take a breath. Okay, soften your shoulders. And then inhale, sweep up. And we're going to take forward fold here so you can bring your hands down. You don't have to go all the way to the fullness because lengthen and then walk yourself in. And again, you don't have to go all the way anywhere. You can widen your hands and maybe rocking might feel really nice for you, or just falling in. And close your eyes and find your own little dance. What do I need? And that might mean pulling the shoulders forward. Just feeling what you need. Good. And before we leave this place, just drop yourself in a little bit more where if there's room, like if you are still swaying, just coming in. Let the head go, let the jaw go, let the eyes go. Soften your glutes, your pelvic floor. Notice if your heels are feeling discomfort and just smile into that. And just letting all the openings we're receiving in this stretch. Good. And then walking yourself upright. Good. Take the hands behind you. Lean back on your hands, bend your knees, place your feet on the floor. Rock the knees side to side. And then we're gonna come with the feet flat on the floor, the hands on the floor. I'm gonna open the heart. I'm gonna lift the hips up. So if that's not for you, that's fine. But otherwise, lift your hips up and breathe here in this reverse tabletop. A little bit of rocking front to back is like this awesome little shoulder massage. Smiling, whatever works. Okay, and then we're just gonna be here so you can lift up. You can relax, or if you want to go to the full pose, you stretch your legs out, and then the feet go flat, and lift, and then you can release. Okay, just sit in any way. Move your wrists around a little bit. We did a lot of wrists today. I know a lot of you are doing a lot of typing, online shopping, online browsing. Oh, I saw some faces there. And then take your hands together, interlace your fingers, flip your palms, inhale and reach up. As you exhale, one side, and inhale, come up, and exhale, other side. Good. And we're just gonna take this front to back. So the next time you come up, inhale, and then you're just gonna sweep your hands in front of you so they're shoulder height, and then like you're pushing something away, take your heart back, tuck your chin. You might even be leaning back, and then as you inhale, you reach the arms up, come back upright. Exhale, release your arms. We're gonna take them behind the back, and you might just grab hold of or you might snuggle in, or you could go backs of the hands to the shoulder blades, and then open the shoulders and bring the palms together. So wherever you are, just be here. Open your chest, your breath. Inhale. And exhale, release your arms in whatever way. Just come back to this wrist circling thing. I'm going to add a little bit of extra. So you're going to touch your thumb to your pinky, and you're going to circle, or I'm making figure eights, whatever works. And then we'll move the thumb to the ring finger, do the same. Maybe you go slow if you're like, oh, wow. And then we'll go middle finger, it's going to get easier, and to the index. Yes, good. And then just play piano. If you're sitting cross-legged, change the cross of your legs. Bring your hands together, opposite interlace the fingers, flip the palms, inhale, reach up. And then we'll crescent the opposite way first. Just moving. Yeah, so I'm gonna turn this into a circling. So just start to move this like you're, and if you need to bend your elbows, do that. Let your head go, and then reverse the opposite way. Notice what this brings up for you. If you love it or don't, it's okay. And then just reaching up. As you exhale, bring the arms in front of you. Push the hands away, tuck back, tuck your chin in, take the heart space back, roll onto your sacrum. And then inhale, reach up, lengthen. Exhale, release your hands down, but take them behind your back. Whatever works here, my friends. You can go opposite if it works. Just open your chest. You can even move the heart back. Even as you open the chest, we can open your chest and then move the heart back. And just be here, breathe. Good. And then exhale and release. Move your hands around, you can shake them. Good, let's do some lung opening. So just make some fists, and you're at home, you wanna go ahead and do that. Just pound your chest, open your lungs, healthy lungs. You want healthy, open lungs. So you bring that in, nice big breath, and then just release your hands, close your eyes, be in your stillness. Feel your heart vibrating. Maybe your hands are vibrating. Good. Okay, smile. And then bringing your hands together in front of your heart, bow your chin, take a full breath in. Breathe out over your hands. Let's just take one little forward fold. However you're sitting, walk yourself in wherever it is. Drop in, however you are. Maybe you find a little cat-cow here if that feels nice, and rock your shoulders, whatever feels good, or just be. I'm just going to take 5 breaths. Make every breath this delicious gift. Wow, it's just like, feels so good. I let it go. Oh, wow, perfect breath. Yes. And just take one more collected breath in and out. And then you walk yourself upright and keep your eyes a little bit open. I'm going to take you all the way onto your back. Sorry, guys. I know. Put on, it's just dry. Put on your socks and your sweatshirts, whatever you need. Bring yourself onto your back. We're just going to do a supported twist before I take you all the way down into your Shavasana. So you can put a blanket roll beside you on either side if you'd like to. As you come down, just give you a few moments, hug your knees in, circle them, whatever you'd like to do there. Yeah. And just be on your back and give glory, give gratitude. Good. And I'm just going to take 3 more breaths here. So if you're hugging your knees in or your feet are on the floor, whatever you're doing here, be with that. Deeply be with that. Good. Okay, and then we'll move into twist. If you have back stuff, just keep your feet on the floor. Otherwise, hug your knees in. Then open your arms out to the side, and you can drop both knees over to the right side. Yes. And then adjust your chest. If you can lift the right shoulder up and maybe draw the left side down a little bit. Turn your head to the left if that feels nice for you. And then just dropping in here. And just notice what you're holding and what you can let go. Just feeling your breath. Melting the left side of your shoulder down. Just take one more full inhale and exhale. And then, if you need to turn your hands down for support, that's fine. Otherwise, you'll bring your knees up, whichever way you need to do that. And then as you exhale, take them over to the left side. And prop up. And then as you come in, see if you can maybe lift the left shoulder, spin more to the right, and turn your head to the right. If you need a support for your head, my friends, put it in. And drop into your breath. And this is one of those potent poses. It's not a lot to it on the outside, but on the inside, you just start to feel these little places that you maybe are holding, you can drop, release, be with. Sending your breath everywhere and following that flow of the breath everywhere. Notice any tension in your jaw you're holding. Bring yourself back to center, and if there's anything you need, you want to windshield wiper a little bit or hug one knee in as you extend the other leg out. If there's anything that you're like, oh, I wish we would have done this, then, maybe throw it in. And some of you, we were practicing a little bit of back bending a little bit before we stopped practicing in our studio. So if you feel like just popping your hands, even just to either side of your ears and just seeing how that is for you. want to pull up, you can do that, or just bring yourself into your rest. Finish me if you want to. You don't have to do anything but come into your rest. You can prop up your blankets underneath your legs, make it super, super soothing and nice. If you're by your couch and you want to pop up there and put your calves on the couch, or you want to go over the, put your legs up the wall, whatever you'd like to do. I'm holding space for you. Whatever you want to do. Nice. Yeah, do you want any of these blankets?
Oh, yeah. I don't want to hear that.
And if you're wearing a bandana or a hat, or you have your eye billow with you, you can cover your eyes. Just feeling the support of the earth beneath you. And so in light of everything swirling around, there is the solid foundation, support of the earth, of the floor. And young kids know. I was thinking, when a young child under the age of 3 gets really angry, and the first thing they do is start to stamp their feet, they're calling earth energy. They jump up and down, they're calling earth energy. And then they fall to their knees and they fall to their chest, and they're just like, ah. And they're just looking, they know there's that support, and we kind of forget. You can drop in here. If you need to take your hands over and massage the sides of your neck or your shoulders, and take a moment and do that. Offer yourself your sacred love protection. You can circle your heart space, your third eye, massage your face, pull your ears, your throat. Whatever needs your touch, offer it. Offer it. Just blocking out what's, or enjoying the sounds in your house if there are any. And just feeling your breath. Melting your heart to the back of the heart. As you do that, just feeling your body spread out on the floor. Like so much water filling container of you. Staying in your stillness, savoring your rest. Letting go anything you can release here. Like so much water flowing out of you. Anything you're carrying right now. Just give it permission to let go here. Let go, let flow. And as you are as heavy, as grounded as you can be at this moment, starting to follow the path of your breath without doing anything to change it, just notice it. And as you bring your attention to the breath will want to play. And you can start to let it lengthen in a very nice, loving, playful way. Not straining at all, just letting the flow, the connection of mind, body, breath yoke together here. And as you come to that place where the breath flows through the body completely top to bottom, then you're going to feel that it's time to move. So take your time, and when you get there, just moving the ankles, the toes, any direction, every direction. And you can do the same with your fingers and your wrists, and you can keep them by your sides if you want to bring your arms up over your head. And stretch as you move fingers and wrists and ankles and toes. And do that. And then as you're ready, you'll bend your knees, feet to the floor, and you might roll right over to your side. You might hug the knees into your chest for a few, and then roll over. So whatever feels right, and just honoring the sacred flow of whatever you need. And spending a few moments in that fetal position, this place between above and below, between lying on your back and sitting up. And then whenever you're ready, you'll just bring yourself up and meet me in seated meditation. Take your time. I'm just offering you this mudra of companionship or sacred partnership. So resting your right hand at your heart with the fingers spread, and the left hand resting on the left thigh with the palm facing up. Just feel your hands as they are. Receiving the love energy from your heart, the open space in your heart, and feeling into that unseen energy into the left palm. You're still in Shavasana, it's all fine. It's all good. We'll take an inhale here. And as you exhale, you take the right hand across to hold the left hand where it is. You hold on to, as if you're holding on to your beloved's hands. And you can interlace or hold nice. And almost feeling that one of those hands isn't really yours. The other one is. And then using the right hand, lift the left hand up. Bring it right in front of your heart. And you just keep the hands as they are. Just bring them in. The thumbs are crossed. Sit up tall. And as you exhale, bow your chin. Release your breath. And then you'll bring your hands into Anjali Mudra as if they're like come together in partnership. Bring your hands down a little bit if you wish. Just snuggle the thumbs into the upper chest, into your breastbone. Smile. And you have practiced. Feel your breath. And then as you inhale, grow tall. Maybe lift your chin, but you can keep your eyes closed, and exhale as you are. And we will come into our May We Be Blessed mantra. And if this is new to you, just let the words wash through you. And taking a nice full inhale right to the top. Let that breath go completely. And inhale to begin. May we be blessed with loving kindness. May we be well. May we be peaceful and at ease. And may we be healthy. And just pause there for a moment, send it out or bring it in. Just offer it to all of your loved ones who are not with you and the ones who are with you. And we'll seal all of that, communal prayer with one Om. And inhale. As you exhale, bow your chin. And then inhale here. Open your hands, exhale into your hands. Take these hands up over your head and just offer this breath in the form of refreshing energy over your head, back of your head, thighs, everywhere here. And then we'll just bring the hands back together as you're ready. And lift the chin and open your eyes. Take your time. Om Shanti, Om Peace, Om Namaste, Om Namaste. Thank you, Freddie. Namaste, guys. Thank you so much for being here. I honor your presence and your commitment to your practice. So much love. Yeah, so see you guys if you want to come to class tomorrow. We're here at 10. But if I am, I see you. Yeah. And have a good night, guys. Namaste. Mm-hmm.
See you tomorrow morning.
Yes, Linz. We'll see you tomorrow.
See you
Gold
guys.
stars. Wow. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you.
Thanks, Johanna.
Oh, thank you, Lindsay. Thank you. Bye, guys. Bye, Darren. I'll see you.